Hello everyone. So welcome to the last video of this series called Website Building Basics from Zero to Live, where any beginner will be able to build a website with help of WordPress, where we also covered few things such as web foundation, then few basic languages called HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Then we learned what is WordPress, how we can install it in our system, how what we can do in its backend dashboard, and what are the domain hosting and servers. That is really important. And then we hosted our WordPress on the server live. Okay, now in this video we will build a web page. It will be a single page, and what we will do is that we will follow this design, like we will build this page. Okay, now Figma is a tool where website designers or your UX designers design a website. Okay, design web pages, and which we can refer to build a web page. Okay, so let's get started with this. I have installed a WordPress already, okay, on my server. And again, in order to log in, we will go to its backend. And again, in case you might feel that there are few things you don't know, then please follow this playlist where you will be able to understand few things, especially WordPress dashboard basics and these things like domain hosting servers and hosting WordPress live. Okay, in case you want to understand more things, you can also go to these things and it will be really helpful for you. Cool. So let's get started. Again, we have to log into the admin dashboard, where we put wp-admin at the end of the homepage or the domain. And I will put it as the I will put the username, I will put the password, and I will just log in. Okay, so this is how the dashboard will look like again. And either you can hide those things or just skip it. Okay, so there are things which I have covered, so I won't go it there again. So now if you can see that if I go to this is the home page, current home page. And if we go to the themes, we have installed the 2025 latest theme. Either you can go to any theme, choose any free theme and install it. Okay, and do the things. Right now we will just build a single page website. And hence what we can do is that we will create a page called home, publish it quickly, and we will go to the settings. In reading, we will put this as a home page. Okay, so now as I reload, we got the home page here. Now we will use a page builder. Now there are multiple page builders, but the main popular page builder called Elementor, which I personally like, we will use that. Okay, so we just search for the Elementor on in plugins. You can see there are 10 plus million active installations on this plugin, and it's really popular and really good page builder. Okay, so let's install it and get started. Okay, so as we have installed it, even if you click on install plugins, we have to activate it. Okay, so we can just keep those all this setup thing. I don't really want to do anything in this. And yeah, so it it just created a new page which we don't want. So I will just again go to the dashboard. Like I will go to again this wp admin URL, and I will go to the pages. And inside the pages, these are the things which we got, which we can move to the trash. Now as I have installed the element, you can see we have two things here, like element and the templates, which we will discuss in later videos. Right now we will just build a website. Now if I go to the edit page of the home page, and you can see there is an option called edit with Elementor. Okay, I will just open it. And when we open it, we can see this is somehow it's looking like. There is a header and there is this theme footer, and here we can add the things. I really don't want it like this, so I will do something called, I will go to the pages, and inside the quick edit I will change the template to Elementor canvas. With Elementor canvas, if you reload, you can see everything is gone, and whatever we put on this page builder will be only visible on this web page. Okay, and there is something called Elementor full width that can be also beneficial for the multiple page website, where we will have the header, footer, and whatever content we put, like if I reload, whatever content we put will be visible. So this header and footer will be constant on all the pages. It will be really helpful for multiple web pages, but as we will just create a single page website, I will go with Elementor canvas. Okay, and I will update this template, and now if I reload, we are back to the simple and blank site. Okay, so now let's get started with this. I have downloaded all the required images. I will give you some quick things of the Figma. If you click on this image, in case you are a developer, and your company might give you the Figma design where you have to make it like keep it, give it into the you know do it something about it. Okay, so when you click on the image, you can see we have clicked on the image, and inside the right hand side you can see there is a preview button. Okay, you can see the image. Now you can export this image, and either you can use JPEG or PNG, but this is a transparent image, then we should use PNG. In case we have this uh, normal image, then we can use the JPEG. Okay, that's how it should work. So we can export it in the 2x, 3x, 4x format, like increasing the size of the image and export it. Okay, so I've already exported all the images to save our time. Okay, so now let's start building this web page. So I will just start with this hero section. Okay, so before starting, let me give you a small introduction to this Elementor page builder. You can see there's a plus icon where if I click on this, you can see there is a flex box or a grid. Okay, and if you see in the layout, there is a container and a grid. So that means flex box is this container and the grid is this grid. Okay, again we know what is the flex box and grid in the CSS video. We saw what that is. So again, if you are not really sure what that is, please go to that video and see the CSS part. Okay, or that's really fine, like I will again go through it. So now what we will do is that we'll click on flex box, and you can see we can choose the structure, like we can keep it 2 by 2, 20%, then 80%, then 4 columns, this. But what we want, if you see, because we are again doing it from scratch, so we will just keep it this one. Okay, now if you see and click here, you can see there are some things going around here. Like you can see there is the container layout. Again, you can convert this into the grid, and you can con you can keep it as a full width, like so it will go to whatever the website. But I want to give it width, and make sure to give it the width of the 1280 pixel. I will tell you why. Okay, I will tell you why. And you can see, just ignore this for now. And what I want is that if I go to this, now I'm using this, I'm paying for the subscription of the Figma, so I can view this uh, dev mode, right? And I can see whatever the spacing is going on here, right? In case you don't have it, you can just click here and you have to figure it out, like whatever the spacing they have, or you can see the padding from the left and right is 24 and up and down is 42. Okay, but I will keep it in a dev mode where we can see, even we will get a code of things. So you can see we have some 24 padding to the left, to the right 24, to the top 42, and to the bottom 42. So what I will do is I will go to the advanced, and in advanced you can see we have the margin and padding, which we also saw what is the margin and padding in our previous videos. So right now it has some default values, and if you see, if I just remove this padding, you can see it went blank. So for now I will just keep it 42 42 from top bottom and 24 24 left to right. So this is the top. Okay, so I want 42 to top, 24 to right, 42 to bottom, and 24 to, sorry, and 24 to the left. Okay, so I got this padding. Now if you see that we have this image and we have this thing on left hand side, for that what I will do is that I will put two containers. Okay, now again we can also do something like you can right click anywhere on this block, and you can see there is something called structure. So in structure, we can see what is the structure of the website, and we can just click on it for the better viewment. Okay, so I put it one container and I will just duplicate this. But before I will, keep this 0 0. I don't want any additional values. I will also do 0 0. Okay, as I had duplicated it, got those values. Now if I click on the main container, and if I click, you can see there's a direction. Currently it's going vertical, but I want it horizontal. Now you can see there is a two boxes we got. Okay, you can see one box, two box. Okay, and when I click on this, you can see there is spacing called 68 pixels of spacing is there. Okay, in the middle you can see. So if I go to this gaps and if I keep it 68, okay, there is column gap, row gap. Okay, so column gap is basically this gap and row gap is this gap. So if I make this 0, it doesn't, okay, everything got 0, but I want 68 of the columns. Okay, and we can keep a row. For now it doesn't matter. Okay, so now we can see we got two boxes. Now on in the right hand side we have image. So I will just click on add icon, and you can see there is a element called image. So I will just drag and drop it. You can see we also got the image inside this second container in our structure. Cool. So you can also see that we have the image resolution, where I will just keep it full. I don't want it to be. Okay, now if we click on choose image, right now we don't have anything in media library, but I have downloaded our images. Those are all the images we have. Okay, so let me search for the image which we have. If I go back here, you can see there is a girl. So let me find her. Okay, or yeah, found her. So this is the header image. I will just click on it and click on open. So we have uploaded this image, and I will click on select. Now you can see we have got this image, right? And we can also see the height and mean and max width of this image. Either we can set it, right? Either we can keep it like this, it will get full full size of it, or we can set it. Like if you click on the width and click on pixel, and you can see we have this as a 480 pixel and 360 of height. So if I click at it is a 480 and height as a 360, this is something it's happening, but I will just keep it as it is. You can keep it, but I just wanted to get all the size it has. Okay, so if I go to the percentage and keep it 100%, this is how it's looking. Okay, so now we got the image. I'm not keeping any height or the width of it. I just want it to be whatever size it has to come. Now let's start adding these elements. You can see there is a text. Okay, we are also getting the values of it. Like we can see the color of it, the font family of it, font size, font weight, line height, which we also saw in the CSS, but again we will just go through it. Okay, so let me just copy this text content, and first I will go to the add element and I will get a heading. Okay, so you can see there are HTML tags which we learned. Now I will tell you some advanced thing of the HTML tag. So on each page there should be only one H1 tag. H2 tags can be multiple. So Google reads your H1 tags, and that's how basically how the search thing works on Google. So just keep one H1 tag. Now if you see, this is the main heading. So I won't give the H1 tag to branding and image making. Okay, whatever is important, you have to give that tag to that. So I will keep it H2 only, or either you can give it paragraph. Okay, a P tag, but I want to give it to H2 tag. Okay, simple. Now if you see, we have the image, we have the color, which is by default is blue. Now if you go to the style and click on typography, you can see the font family is Roboto. Font weight is 600 pixel, 600 weight, semi bold, and there are few values. Okay, so first thing first, if you see, we have the, let's see if we have okay, let's put the color. So that is this hex code. I will copy it, and if you see, we can put the text color from here. So I just, okay, I got all the values. So I will copy it, 2D 2D 2D. Let me copy it again and again, 2D 2D 2D. Okay, So we got that color. Font family, let's see if we have that font family, that is called epilogue. Okay, so I will just search for epilogue and we have it. Okay, it's a Google font, so we have it and we will use it. Cool. Font size is 20 pixel and mm, okay, C 600 and line height is 30 pixel. So line height is 30 pixel. Okay, everything good. Cool. Now what we can do, either we can add this heading again or we can just right click on it and duplicate. I will make it h1 and I will just put this content, and you can see the font size is 68 pixels. So I will paste this and make it as a 68 pixel. And even if you see, I have made it h1 and you can see that the line height was normal. So if I click on this and click on writing, I just click on normal, it got normal line height. Okay, so I'm just going with the code. If you know the CSS part, you will understand what I'm doing. Okay, we can also see the spacing between this, like 24 is the spacing between all this, right? And this is having 48 pixels. So when we go to, if I click on this container, you can see in the layout we have this gap of 24 20 20. That means whatever the spacing between these elements inside this container will be 20 pixels. We want 24, so I'll just add 24. Cool. And let's add this text now, like the paragraph, and we can see the font size. So I will again click on this. Either you can use heading and keep it as a paragraph, paste it, or you can use a text editor. Text editor will be helpful if you want to do something like making italic directly or bold, that way. So let's use the text editor. Okay, I will delete this. Now you, this will be as by default a paragraph. You can also use multiple tags. Okay, so I will go to style again, and whatever color we have, we will use that. So we have the same color called 2D 2D 2D, and font size will be 17. Font family will be mm, epilogue. Okay, so now we are seeing that we are changing the font family every time we are adding a new element. Okay, but what we can do is that we can go to the settings of the Elementor, go to the settings, and basically let's see. There is something like we can keep the same font family as a theme, but let's keep it for the another video because I want to keep it simple again. So okay, so the font weight is 400, line height is 27 pixel. So font family is 427 pixel of the line height. Okay, now we can see the spacing looks similar. Okay, good, awesome. So hope there is nothing in between. Okay, we can change other things as well, like paragraph spacing, or we can change the link color in case we have any, in case we put any link. We can change the link color. All you have to do is just explore, like whatever you see inside this, just explore, just look through it, just click on it and see what it's doing, and you will understand, right? That's how it works. Now we put it this. Okay, now let's put this contact button. Okay, so I will click on this and click on a button and just drag and drop. It says contact. We can put the link of the button. Okay, and if you click on the link options, if you open it, click it as open in a new window. So if someone clicks on it, then it will open in a new window. If you don't click on it, it will just open it in the same window. Okay, that's how it works. So I will keep it. You can also put an icon where you have to enable uh, the upload of the icon, or we can choose icons from the library of the Elementor. Okay, That's how it works. I want it in right hand side, so we can also do that. Okay, for now I will keep it none. Okay, so now let's see, background color is 2D 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 and the color of this is white, we can see. Okay, so let's quickly do it. So I will go to the text editor and I will again choose the font family as an epilogue, keep it as 18 pixel. Is it 18 pixel? No, it's 20 pixel. Then let's see more values. Weight is 600, line height is 30 pixel. So 600 30 pixel. Okay, and the background of it is color. So this is something like you can put a text color as it will be white. Background type we can also keep the gradient one, but I want this classic, and in the classic I want it as a black. So 2D 2D 2D. Cool. Okay, now the border radius is also there. So in this we don't have any border radius. Border radius is something like if I make it 12, you can see there is some pointers. Okay, that is the border radius. For now we want is 20. And padding, you can see top is 24 24, left hand side 64 64. So if I remove this, 24 24 64 64. Okay, so we got this. Now I would like to keep the top padding to be 100 and bottom to be 100, like the more spacing it looks good. Okay, now I will just publish this, and if I now go to our home page, you can see, or I will open it into the incognito mode. We can see that this is our first section we built with the WordPress Elementor, right? And now I will tell you why I kept this, the kept it in the box, right? So if I keep it as a full width, you can see it went to left and right. And if I keep it, the image at right, center, left, so let's keep it at the right. And if when I publish it and reload this, you can see it got, it went. So this is my big monitor, and if someone have bigger monitor than me, so if I zoom out, you can see there is so much gap coming into. But if I make this as a box, and inside the box if I get, so 1280 is a standard, like it I found it that this is really good with the small laptops, so this looks good. Okay, so now if I publish this and if I reload, let me zoom out. Okay, we are into the 100%, you can see. So now if someone zoom out, so someone has a 4K or big monitor, you can see they are they will be able to see it in the one section. So this is very important thing to have. Okay, so even if I just inspect this and if I click on this, and if someone has a small laptop, you can see this is how they will be able to see it. And so if someone have some big laptops, this is how the spacing will be. As we have the big monitor, hence we are able to see this big spacing in between. Okay, so this is it. Now let's get started and put the other elements. Okay, there are a lot of things we will be doing. So for now this is static. Okay, we will be doing it for normal. So I'll click on add icon again, add this, make it 1280, and make the 00 20 20 will be, this is uh, okay, we had the 24 24 if I'm not wrong. I go to the container one, go to advanced, yep, 24 24, and I will, if you see we don't have much spacing, so I will just keep it as a 42 42 pixel. And also you can see there is 68 68 pixel, so I will keep it as 42 42 and 68 68. But I really don't want this, like I want to keep it in the same line, right? So for that we will keep the same padding as the container one. Okay, simple. Okay, so let's go next. Okay, so what we have to do is that we can see these are the images of the logos, like 1 2 3 4 5, there are 5 images. Okay, so I will just put an image, make it full, and upload all the five logos. So where are our logos? Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and this might be the fifth one. Yeah. So just select those five images, open it, like upload them on our server, and let's put the Google first. Okay. Again, you can, if you see, and if we click on this each image, you can see the height of this is 38 pixel, height of this is a 30 pixel, and height of this, so they are changing, and width is also changing. Okay, so I won't do any changes in width and height. If you want to, you can. Okay, so I will just duplicate this. I will duplicate it 5 times. Okay, and in the second image, let's put this one. Third image, let's put this one, and fourth image, let's put Samsung, and this, let's put Adidas. Okay, now this is coming into the straight line. Now if I click on this raw, you can see now we have it in the same line. Okay, now there is something called justify content. Again, we covered this inside the CSS, but again we will go through it. So either we can keep it on the left side, we can keep it on center, we can keep it at end, or we can put this space between. So when you can see uh, space around, if you click, we have this spacing, but I want it as a space between. Okay, so the left, we you can see that we have some spacing, and it's going with our thing like this. Okay, as because our image have the spacing, hence if our image didn't have the spacing, it would have come at the end of this line, but that's okay. Okay, so now if again, if I click on this container, and you can see there is something called align item, so we can keep it on top, bottom, or center, but we want to keep it on the center, so we'll keep it on center. We can also stretch it, but center will look good. Cool. So this worked. This is looking really nice. And if I publish this and just reload the page, you can ignore this. Okay, this will be only visible for us, and we can see that we have the hero section, we have the button, and we have the logos. It's looking clean and nice. Now let's start adding those three sections. Okay, then we have the latest work, then testimonial, and this will be in the footer. Also, we will be adding this whole logo or the header. Okay, so let's get started with this. Okay, we will use the grid for this. So we have, let's get started that we have 42 pixel top. Okay, so let's add a new container, and I will minimize all those and just keep it simple for us to understand. Okay, so again, 1280 pixel, and this will have 24. I want to keep it as 100 and 100. Okay, I like more spacing. Now let's add one more, three more containers. Okay, I will just drop them and keep it as, duplicate them, and I will make this as a grid. Inside the grid, you can see we have columns, rows. Columns will be 3 and rows will be 1. Okay, 3, 3 columns, 1 row. Simple. We can also specify the spacing. So now if we see that they have some spacing called 24 millimeter pixel, so I'll just keep 24, so we get the spacing. Okay, now inside this container, if you see, this is our first container. In here we have this top and bottom is 64, and left and right is 42. So I will keep it as 64, 64, and 42, 42, right? 64, 64, 42, 42. And we have some spacing called 42, and this is 12. Okay, awesome. So let's get started with an image. So I will put an, sorry, okay, so I will just put an image, and I will keep it full again, and I will upload those images. So let me upload all the images we have, so that we don't really have to go through it again and again. Okay, okay, we uploaded this twice, so I will just delete it. And we again uploaded this twice, so I will delete it. Okay, it got deleted. So so I'll publish it again and reload this page. Okay, and go to this image, click on this image, and you can see that we just have single images. Okay. Now what we wanted is this first image. Okay, and if you see inside the first image, we have the height and width of 124 pixel, 124 pixel. So I will go to the style, go to the pixel 124, and height will be 124. You can also specify the max size of it. Okay, max width, uh, or like that will be helpful. Like, okay, so we have this. Now second thing we have is a title. Okay, so I will go to this title. Okay, I will be quick right now. So this will be H2 tag. Okay, and title says product design. So just paste this, make it in the center. This will be 24 pixel. How much it is? 27 pixel. Okay, so this will be 27 pixel. It will be epilogue. Fonts weight will be 600. Line height we can keep it. I like the normal, and the color of it is same 2D 2D 2D. Okay, and the spacing is 42 pixel. Okay, so I will tell you what we can do about it. Okay, let's keep adding super fast. Now if I just duplicate this and keep it as a paragraph, go to the Figma, copy the text, paste it, and I want, let's see the properties like 700 17 pixel 400 and okay 17 400. Now if you see the normal is not normal line height is not looking good. Okay, so we'll increase it. We will use as a 27 pixel. So we'll just go to the pixel and convert it to 27. Looks good. Okay, and the spacing is 2020, but I will put it like you can see the spacing between the title and description is 12 pixel. Okay, so what I will do is I will go to the container and put it as a 20 pixel. But now I also want more you know spacing between image and title. So what I will do is that um, if you see it is 42, but if I go to the image and I go to the advanced in the padding, I will put the bottom of the padding as a 42 pixel. But if you see it will go much more. Why? Because we already have this 12 pixel uh, padding, and additionally we are adding 42. So what we can do is that we can do 42 minus 12, and that is 30. Right now we have the perfect pad. Right, so yeah, we have everything we want. Now see, we don't really have to add it every time, like add the container and add the image and title. No, what we will do is that we will delete those additional containers and just duplicate them and just change the image. Okay, and just change images and change the title. So we have visual design and art direction, right? So I'll just click on this. I'll say visual design and art art direction. Okay, art direction. Cool. So yeah, we got this. So I will publish it again, and every time we make change, please do not forget to publish it. Otherwise whatever changes you do will be gone. So now if I reload, we can see we have our section of this services. Okay, now we can also put the latest work and the testimonials and then the footer and then the header. Okay, we have a lot of things to do. mm, let's do one thing. I would like to just add this latest work, and hopefully I will leave this testimonial part for you. Like I will put the PDF of this design in the description, which you can follow, and I will really like you to develop the footer, develop the testimonial, and work on the header part. Okay, so let's quickly get with the latest work. Now again, I will go to this, add add this, keep it as a 1280 24 24. Great. And you can see that we have a title. Now let's see if we can copy paste any title. Let's copy this. Okay, so either you can duplicate this and drag and drop to our section, or you can just copy this, and if you click on this, right click, paste, so it will get added to that thing. Now you see what is the sizing of this. It is 32,600, so I will just keep it as a 32. Otherwise it's good. Okay. This is called as latest work. Okay, now inside this I will put another container. Like if you see, we have another container. Okay, and I will remove this padding, and yeah, great. So again we will use grid for this, and we will use 3 columns and 2 rows. Perfect. Okay, so again I will put and the container first. Like you can see, we just have a grid, but we have to put a container for each thing. Okay, so let's first put the image, and I will go to full, and let's pick the image. Okay, and remove this. Did we remove the spacing? Yes, but it's not taking full width. We will look into it, what can be done. So let's put the project title and UI direction. Okay, so I will go to this, put it right, make sure that it's coming to that main container. Now I will put it as h3 tag. Okay, h2 is this and h3 will be this, speaking about the SEO part. Okay, so let's give it a project title 2600. Okay, so this will be a project title, and this will be again 2D 2D 2D, and this will be epilogue 24. Okay, and I will keep it as a normal. Now I want this to have 100%. Yeah, now you can see that as I mention the width of it as 100%, it got filled within our container. Okay, so we have a project title, and I will duplicate this, keep it as a paragraph, and I just want this as a description. Okay, I will paste this, and it should be 16,400, and this should be 27 pixels. Okay, simple. We got this. Now uh, what I will do, I will just duplicate this. Okay, I will just duplicate this, duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. Okay, now if you see that the spacing from into the columns or rows is 24 only. Okay, so what we will do, we will go to the grid, keep it as a 24. Like this will be 24, this will be 24. In case you want to increase, uh, we can also do that. So I'll go to 48. Okay, I'll just change the images quickly, and hope I'm not repeating in images, but doesn't matter. Okay, so also if you see the spacing between this is 42 pixels, so I will again go to advanced bottom and keep it as a 30 pixel on or 24. Okay, yeah. So now if I publish this and reload this page, you can see we have the hero section, we have the logos, we have the services, and we have our latest works, right? And you can see there is nothing, nothing is scrolling down below this. So what we can do, that we can put the padding bottom to 100 pixel and publish it. So now when we reload this page, you can see we got this spacing. Okay, looks clean, nice. we can also give the link. So for example, you have a project. Okay, now we have this container. You can go to additional options. You can go to the HTML tag, click on link, and you can put your project link here, or you can, just, if I search for home, it should show me the home page. Yeah, so you can just, put the link directly, or put the page of the website we have, right? So we can do that as well. Now this is really looking nice. Okay, I will like you to design this. Okay, and yeah, I will put this Figma link as well, where maybe you can use the Figma directly, uh, or I will just put the PDF where you can refer this. Okay, uh, so now I will like if you guys, do this, um, like do the header part, do the testimonial part, do the footer part, and when you do it, I will really like if you can maybe, just publish it or share this in your profile or the resume, or you can. Okay, so we are not done yet. We just did this for the desktop. What about the mobile? How it might be looking in mobile or a tablet? Okay, so let's see that as well. So if I open the incognito mode, and I don't like that dashboard on the top. So if I go to inspect and click on this mobile, you can see this is how it's looking. So somehow it have, you can see that, this is really uh, making it mobile friendly automatically, but we will do some optimization. Okay, how? Again, we will go to the page editor. You can see there is two options. One is a tablet and one is a mobile. So let's do it for both. Okay, so for tablet, this is looking nice. It just, can we put it into the center so it looks much better? Yeah, this is also nice. uh, can we can play with the spacing, like 24 24 24 24 24 24. Now if you see that this padding will be only applied to the tablet and then mobile, but if we change this to this, and if we change the value, it will be also, then this value will be only applicable for the mobile. Okay, so by default, whatever value we have will go to the tablet, and whatever value we have for the tablet will go to the mobile. Either we can change it or keep it. Okay, hope it makes sense. So this looks good. This also look good in case you want the grid to have two columns. We can also do that, right? Now for the mobile, you see we can reduce the sizing of the font. So for visual designer, we can keep it as a 38 pixel. uh, Reduce the, I guess we had this six, we can make it 16 pixel. Okay, we can also change this to 16 pixel, and mainly the padding. So you can see we can keep it 24 24 and 32 32. um this looks nice. Okay, image, we can put it on the left hand side, but again, this our image have more spacing, so it's looking like that. But yeah, okay, so this is how it's looking. We can do something about it. So we can do something like, either we can change the sizing of this, like if I keep it the width as 100 pixel or more or less, it might look good, right? So I will just keep it as 60. You have to be, see, like the Apple logo looks small, so it might be lower than 60, so we can make it maybe 25. Same with this, 60 of this will look a lot smaller, and this will be 60. Okay, so either we can keep it we can keep it in the center, or this, but center will look good. Okay, or you can also use grid layout, and you can just make it like this or two, right? So you can also play with that and try to understand what can be done. Okay, So now with this again, you can say this is a great layout. Either we can keep it as a 2 by, or just keep it as a 1, and we can reduce this. We can also put the background color, where we can put it as a, sorry, where we can put the background color as a grayish color. Okay, and I'll just remove this, and we can reduce the size of this. Like we can mainly the font size of this 24 or 18 will look good, and the description we can 14 pixel, right? We can change it. Okay, now we can otherwise it's looking pretty nice. Okay, so just keep it as it is. We can reduce the spacing of it, and that's how it basically works. So now if I go to the inspect and check it in the mobile view, you can see whatever changes we made. It depends on the mobile size, how it will look, but that's how we will be able to achieve the mobile optimization. Okay, but it's looking really nice, and hope you got this how we can do it. And I would really like if you guys work on this and put it into your resume. Okay, I will share the details in description for this design. Either I will put the PDF or the Figma link where you can just sign up and see how these things work. Okay, so this was just for the basics of it. Okay, and this way we have completed everything inside our website building basics from zero to live. I have really not told, and honestly I have not really told about this channel to anyone. This is coming, like, this is totally organic. 6 subscribers are organic subscribers, those views are the organic, and I will be with, after this video I will be sharing this with few of my friends and network, whatever, whoever into my network, and hopefully I will be uploading more things into this channel, like more into the tech, into the web development, more things into the detailing and more advanced level of things we can do with the WordPress. It might be e-commerce site, it might be anything, custom design, or it might be anything in advanced level, where if you follow that playlist you will be able to 100% secure the job into the web development, or you will really stay ahead from other people. I might also introduce AI things in development, so you will stay ahead of your circle, and definitely you can also share this with your friends and get ahead, go grow together. And so yeah, so please make sure to subscribe and like, so other people can also know and understand the things, and yeah, thank you for your time. Bye.